What's up, man? It's your boy Paulie Malignaggi, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So the junior middleweight champion of the world, Lara, gave his thoughts on his performance and the reaction of Team Canelo after the fight. Lara said by looking at Canelo's reaction, he knew that he lost the fight. Now, before I show you the picture that shows Canelo's reaction, let me say this. You know, this is pretty interesting when we're talking about reactions of how people respond once they find out they won or once the fight is over, whenever. If you go back to the Tim Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao fight, you'll probably recall Jim Lampley, right after the fight, saying, look at the reaction of Tim Bradley, right? They even went back and they replayed it. Now, what's so funny about this is Jim Lampley, he thought that Tim Bradley was too happy that he beat Manny Pacquiao, right? According to Jim Lampley, you can be happy that you beat pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world, one of the most iconic figures in the sport, but you can't be too happy. You can't overdo it. So according to Jim Lampley, that meant that Tim Bradley must have really thought that he lost the fight, okay? Now, that's what they said about that fight. So let's look at this reaction right here. Now, I know what you're going to say. I already know what you guys are going to say. You're going to say when it comes to Canelo, reactions don't matter, right? That don't mean a goddamn thing. It only matters when it's somebody like Tim Bradley fighting. That's when we have to really look at his face, look at the reaction. How many times did we see that message posted on YouTube, on blogs? Man, just look at Tim Bradley's response. Look at his reaction. I know I've seen that message at least 100 times, okay? But with Canelo, reactions don't matter, right? We know what time it is. Speaking of the way fighters react or respond, it reminds me of a message I got the other day. Somebody sent me a message and they said, Dante, you were talking about how Tim Bradley was getting death threats and his family was getting death threats and so on and so forth. And then he goes on to say, well, he deserved to get death threats because he wouldn't admit that he lost to Manny Pacquiao. Can you guys believe that shit? This man is saying Tim Bradley's kids, his wife, and everyone else in the house, they deserve to get death threats. And realistically, if you're going to say that, you basically mean they deserve to die. They deserve to die because Tim Bradley would not say he lost to Manny Pacquiao. Can you believe that shit? That's taking dumb casual-ass fan to a whole nother level, right? It's sad, man. It's sad to know that we have boxing fans like this in the sport of boxing. And this is what I always tell you guys on this channel, that a lot of people are basing things off of nothing but emotions, right? You want to see a man die because he won't say that he lost to your fighter? Are you fucking insane? And while I'm talking about calling up people's families and threatening them, I might as well report this as well if you didn't hear about this news. Do you guys know that Canelo Alvarez fans, they actually got Lara's wife's phone number and called her up and start saying some of the most racist shit about Lara, his newborn baby, and anyone else that was connected to them. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail of exactly what was said. Some of you guys already heard about this and you already know. But let's just say it was the most extreme racist shit that you could say about someone, right? And their newborn child. Man, I'm going to tell you something right now. That is what you call evil. That is the devil. That is nothing but the devil. That ain't no damn boxing talk. That is the devil. And what makes this shit so crazy is, you know, when Tim Bradley got death threats, it was because he won a fight and he beat their fighter. In this situation, you got fans calling up Lara's family and their guy actually won the fight. They won the fight, which suggests to me that it was really done out of jealousy. They jealous because Lara has a beautiful ass wife. And they're heated because they don't have one. These are Canelo fans, okay? These are Canelo fans that did this shit. I ain't never thought about calling up some man's family, his wife and his kids, to threaten that I will kill them. Or call up his wife to say some racist ass shit just playing the race card type shit. I ain't never thought of that. How many of you guys have thought of doing some shit like that? I'm on to the next one.